name's Naomi. Welcome back to my channel. So, surprise, the last 2 days of the Upside Down Readathon, I will be combining day 6 and day 7 to a weekend vlog, and that is because this is my travel vlog. So right now I'm in Boston, by the way. I kind of mentioned it like a couple weeks ago that I was thinking about doing like a solo trip to Boston, and then I just decided to never mention it again. I've been having a lot of like anxieties and things happening in my personal life, and I just felt like if I talked about the Boston trip, I just felt like something was gonna happen that would ruin this weekend for me. So literally, like, I posted on my story that I was at a cafe, but I didn't even put that I was in Boston or anything. Like, I put the location on my story, but it just says like the name of the place, so like if you don't click on it, you don't really know that I'm in Boston. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of keep it quiet and to myself, I guess, only because I just really didn't want anything to ruin like the solo trip for me, because this is something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time. My dream solo trip would be New York City, but at this time of the year it's really hot, and then I was also thinking like a solo trip like a little cheaper, like only 2 days, and to go to New York it would have been really expensive for this weekend. So another place that I've always wanted to go to is Martha's Vineyard, and here from Boston you can take a ferry to go to Martha's Vineyard. And the reason why is, if you know me, you know that my favorite book of all time is We Were Liars by E Lockhart, and that book is pretty much set in those islands like over there, Martha's Vineyard, like Nantucket, like that area. So I'm actually gonna be there tomorrow. But yeah, happy day 7. I've had a day. So last night the live show ended at 11 p.m. and after that I ended up editing my whole day 5 vlog and uploading it and all of that, and I went to bed around midnight, and then I had to wake up around 4 a.m. so I only got like 4 hours of sleep last night. So I woke up, got ready, went to the airport, and I landed really early in the morning, and thankfully my Airbnb, I was able to drop off my luggage, and then I just walked to a coffee shop called Honeycomb Cafe. I walked over there, it was like 15 minutes, and then from there I also walked to Malibu Beach, and at both locations I stayed there a while and read a lot of this. So then my Airbnb host texted me that my room was ready early, so it's currently about 2 p.m. ish. And I feel really tired because I didn't get a lot of sleep, and then I've been walking around all morning. Like, I'm about to hit my 10k steps and like it's only 2 p.m. So yeah, I think I'm gonna lay down. Obviously I'm currently in my Airbnb room, but I'm gonna lay down, probably read a little bit of this until I fall asleep and take a nap. And then I have a full itinerary for the evening of everything that I want to do, and obviously I will take you with me. But of course there's like bookshops that I want to visit. There's another cafe that my friend told me that I need to go to. There's like the Freedom Trail, and there's some public gardens, and like just some stuff in the area that I really want to go visit today, because I basically only have today and tomorrow. I leave Monday morning like super early, so like I'm back in Cleveland at around 8 or 9. So yeah, I think from the last vlog that you saw, I was really nervous about this book because it's so big and it is a bit of a slower, like more sad, dark tone story. But I've been really getting into this book today, and I think I literally have maybe like 100 pages left. Like, this is how much I have left now. I also read on the flight, like on the way here, I read almost the entire flight, and then at the coffee shop and like trying to kill time and stuff, like I read a lot today. I am predicting that I'm going to be giving this book a 5 out of 5 stars. I think I'm learning that I like really sad books, like books that make me feel something. Like, the worse the sadder the better for me, I guess. But yeah, this one is really sad. Like I've mentioned, it's a really dark tone type of book. I do love like the relationship that they have, Sam and Sadie, the 2 main characters who are best friends, and you think that they would have a romantic relationship, but like they're about to be like in their 30s and nothing has ever happened between them. I'm just really enjoying the story overall. This is low-key like if I had to compare this book to any other book to recommend it, I would say that this is like Daisy Jones and the Six, but instead of like the music industry, this one focuses in the video game industry. I will say that this one has a more darker tone than Daisy Jones and the Six. I would say this is like Daisy Jones and the Six and like My Dark Vanessa and Normal People combined, like all together, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I'm truly loving this book. I've never read anything else by Gabrielle Zevin, but I know that she has like a huge backlist, and I've been wanting to read The Storied Life of A.J. Fickery, something like that, by Gabrielle Zevin for a long time. So I think if I hit up some bookstores today, I'm gonna be looking for more books by her. Like I mentioned in the last vlog, this was for the game prompt, and then also like over halfway through this book there was a chapter where there's a second POV, so I feel like I'm gonna be counting this one for both of them, only because like today's the 6th day of the readathon, so like I know I'm not gonna be able to read 2 more books. So the only other book that I need to read is the one with the lights on the cover. So I'm hoping that I get to finish this today on top of everything that I want to do here in Boston. But yes, I am exhausted. I'm gonna take a nap, and whenever I wake up, I'll probably get ready, change outfits, and go out. Hi friends, so I just wanted to give a quick update that I obviously got ready. I'll show my outfit in a minute. I'm currently waiting to get an Uber to go. It's called Tate Bakery. I guess it's pretty popular. I had never heard of it before, but my friend told me that I should go because they have them in like Boston and New York. So I'm gonna go to that bakery, and then I'm gonna do a lot of stuff. I'm visiting like a lot of places along the way, and I'm walking all of it, and it'll be like an hour walk, like with everything put together. So it'll be like the Freedom Trail and like a statue that I want to visit and a garden and some bookstores, and then all the way up to North End where I'll end up having dinner. So I did read a little bit before I took a nap. I think I reached like the 90% mark, so I'm almost done with it. So I did go on my Bookstagram and put like a little poll for you guys to decide which will be my last book for the Upside Down Readathon, because I can't decide. So yeah, let me show you my outfit. So here's the outfit. It's a little like mini tube dress and my Air Forces, because I'm gonna be doing a lot of walking, and I'm probably gonna put like a long sleeve button-up shirt over it. Good morning friends, happy day 7 of the Upside Down Readathon. It is really early in the morning. It's about 5:30-ish. I had to wake up super early because I'm going to Martha's Vineyard today. So to be able to spend the whole day there, like I have to be on my way at 6 a.m. So I'm heading out in a few minutes. But I wanted to say that last night I didn't vlog very much. I think I brought you guys along to like the bakery and the garden and stuff, and then after that I just forgot to vlog. I did a lot of walking. I hit 20,000 steps yesterday, and I was like, why do I keep wanting to eat? And that is probably why. Everything that I was eating, I was just burning it off like walking. So yeah, I think after the last clip I ended up in North End, which was like Little Italy, and I randomly found this bookstore called I Am Books. I took a little clip of myself, but I totally forgot to vlog there. I bought The Daughter of Dr. Moreau by Silvia Moreno Garcia at that bookstore. I wanted to get at least one book here in Boston, and I was so lucky to find that bookstore because I was looking up bookstores in Boston, and then around the time that I was in the area they were all closed, which was like 6 p.m-ish. And then I kept walking and I randomly found this one, and it was closer to 8, so I was like surprised that it was still open. So I went in there and bought a book, and then after that I just found the place to eat. I had to hit up like 5 different spots because it was like almost 8, so it was like prime dinner time. And then also, as I was doing a lot of walking yesterday, I was listening to my audiobook a lot, and I did end up finishing Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow as I was walking listening to the audiobook. I was listening to it as I was walking up like a street, and then the thing that said like this was an audible, not it was an audible, but like the thing at the end, like that message that says like this was a we hope that you enjoyed this unabridged production, whatever. It came up and I was like, whoa, wait, that was the ending? So I had to listen to the last chapter like once again. So like I mentioned, this whole time this book was really sad. It was a lot, the tone was really dark for this book, but I did really love it. I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars, by the way. I will say, like, I think the most important thing in this book was that you got to know all of the characters so well, that every little thing that happened in their life meant a lot to me, and the things that happen in their lives, they're not little. But I did love this so much, and I thought it was so special too, because tomorrow, I think it's a quote, I don't want to say it wrong, maybe Hamlet. That's probably not the right thing, but the quote is also in the Hamilton musical, and I did go to visit the Alexander Hamilton statue yesterday. And this book mainly takes place in California, but it does have scenes in Boston, and I was in Boston, so like, I don't know, it was really special. Last but not least, I am picking up my last read. So I mentioned that tomorrow was for the game prompt, and there was also a multiple POV, so I'm gonna count this book for both of those prompts. So then the last prompt is to read a book with lights on the cover, and I put a poll on my Instagram and y'all voted, and the one that won at this time is the Book of Cold Cases. So I started listening to the audiobook for this as I was doing my makeup. I'm really enjoying it so far. I can't take it with me to Martha's Vineyard because I'm going to be doing a lot of walking, and I'm already taking a book with me, so I don't want like my purse to be too heavy or anything as I'm walking all day. So I'm going to leave it at home and just mainly listen to the audiobook on my way there, and also if I'm walking around, like yesterday, obviously because I'm doing a solo trip, I'm alone, so I don't really have anyone to talk to, which is fine. I needed the alone time, but I just pop in my audiobook and I've been listening to like a lot. So yeah, today's the last day. I just started this, so I don't imagine that I'll finish this book, but I'll let you know, and you'll probably see clips of me now headed to Martha's Vineyard. I'm currently in Martha's Vineyard. There's no one around at the moment, so that's why I'm filming a clip and I keep looking around. But it's about 1 p.m. here at Martha's Vineyard, and my ship leaves at like 3 p.m. ish, so that's when I have to head back. So I'm currently like just trying to kill some time, but I'm currently like completely unplugged because I am trying to save battery on my phone, because they told us that we won't be back into like Boston till like 7, so that means that I need my phone to have battery in order to order an Uber like later tonight. So I want to make sure that I'm not stranded. So I've been like turning off my phone, like I haven't used it all day, only turning it on for when we did a stop and I wanted to take pictures. But yeah, I basically been without a phone. And also on the bus on the way here, I didn't listen to the audiobook because I was scared of not having battery. So I got bored on the bus and on the ship too, because the ship was like an hour ride-ish. So instead I started reading We Were Liars by Lockhart because I brought it with me. And I just thought it would be perfect to read it like on the way to Martha's Vineyard. And also I've been reading it here while I've been eating. Like I had breakfast, I had a bagel, and I was reading this at the same time. And it was just really nostalgic. This is probably like the 8th or 7th time that I'm reading this book, but it's just perfect reading it here. But yeah, there's people around now, so I'm gonna go. Bye. Friends, I am back at the Airbnb from the longest day of my life. So I think the last clip that I vlogged was me at Martha's Vineyard on my way back to Boston. So I just got home, to the Airbnb. It's currently 7 p.m. I am exhausted. I had to wake up at 5 for this because they picked us up at 6, and it's a whole thing with the drive and being there and everything. So yeah, it was a long day. I think I mentioned that I had my phone off because I was nervous that I wouldn't have battery, and then at the end of the day they dropped me off at like a Marriott, but that's not where I was staying. So I had to take an Airbnb back here. I had to take an Uber back here, and I was nervous that I wouldn't have battery and then I wouldn't have a ride home and just like I would be stranded. So I decided that I was gonna be like completely unplugged. Like I turned my phone off from the moment that I got on the bus, but that meant that I did not take the book of cold cases with me because it would have been too heavy and I was gonna be doing a lot of walking. And I wanted to take We Were Liars with me because obviously I was going to Martha's Vineyard because of this book, so I wanted to take pictures with it. So I did get bored on the bus, and there was a point in time on the island and on the ship from Boston to the island that I was just bored because I didn't have anything to do. So I started randomly reading We Were Liars, and I think I mentioned that this is probably like the 7th or 8th time that I'm reading this. And I read 50 pages of this today very randomly throughout my day. And then on the way back on the ship and then on the bus, I did listen to the audiobook of the Book of Cold Cases because it was the end of the day and I looked at my battery and I had about like 70% left. And obviously I saved it for the end of the day so I could, you know, listen to my audiobook for 2 hours and then order my Uber. So it was more than enough battery. I just made it home with 30%. So yeah, it was a good plan to turn off my phone because I was really nervous about it. So I was just like, it's fine, and it was really nice to just be completely unplugged. Obviously I did get like bored and like in some instances when I didn't have anything to do, but I had a book with me, thankfully. It wasn't the book that I should have been reading for the readathon, but yeah, I got to read 50 pages of this today. And then I also listened to the Book of Cold Cases on my way back on the ship and on the bus, and I read 80 pages of this, which obviously today's the last day. It's 7:30. It's like almost the end of the day. I'm not gonna be finishing this because this is a really long book, but I am enjoying it. Basically, like per the title, it's about the Book of Cold Cases. So it has to do with like this cold case, and our main character, she's like in her early 30s, I believe. She just got divorced and she has like this past trauma that has been touched upon a little bit, and she runs this whole like blog called The Book of Cold Cases, and she's like obsessed with true crime and all of these different cases. And one day at her regular job, this lady who was being accused of being like a serial killer walks in, and she goes after her and like asks to interview her, and that's where the story is right now. This is also multiple POV, so like tomorrow and the Book of Cold Cases both like checked off that prompt for me. Like I said, I'm probably not finishing this today because right now I'm gonna take a very needed shower, and after that I'm gonna rest for a little bit, get on some comfy clothes, and I'm actually gonna walk to a pub that is like 4 minutes from here, and I'm probably gonna grab a really late dinner there at like 9ish, and then after that I'll probably come home and just listen to this till I go to sleep, and you know, plan my day tomorrow because I leave Boston tomorrow, so I have a really early morning flight. I arrive in Cleveland at like 8 in the morning, so it's really early. But yeah, I will definitely check in later. If not tonight, I will check in when I'm back home in Cleveland to give a little wrap up goodbye for this vlog. Hi friends, so I'm back in Cleveland, Ohio in my room. So last night, the last clip that I mentioned, I started reading the Book of Cold Cases, and I was also reading We Were Liars. I did not read any more We Were Liars, but I did continue reading the Book of Cold Cases, and I'm currently halfway through this. Yeah, last night, I think I mentioned that I was gonna go out and grab dinner, but I ended up staying in because I was so exhausted from the Martha's Vineyard trip. It was like a whole day thing. I was exhausted, so I ended up ordering some food. I got a like buffalo chicken salad, and they forgot my blue cheese, which is so important. So I had to like walk around the corner to a pizza place and get some blue cheese. They gave it to me for free though, so that was good. But yeah, I had dinner with my boyfriend last night over FaceTime, and he had Subway. And after that, I just passed out. Like, I was so exhausted. So yeah, I think the only prompt that I did not complete for the Upside Down Readathon was to read a book with lights on the covers, which obviously it was this one. And obviously I did not finish, but I did get halfway through. And then at the airport this morning, I did buy a book. There was this cute bookstore. I can't remember the name of it, but it looked so cool. And I got the Thursday Murder Club. I've seen Caitlin from Pride and Paperback talk about this book a lot, and I think Lauren from Lauren Love Reads also really likes this book, so bought it. I'm excited. It looks like it's a cozy mystery about these people in a retirement village, and they're all obsessed with like true crime, and they all just talk about it, but I guess they come across with like an actual case with some evidence, and it sounds so cute, and I'm really looking forward to this one. But yeah, that is it for the Upside Down Readathon vlogs. I hope that y'all enjoyed them. I know some of them were a little bit more boring than others. I'm most excited to upload this solo travel vlog. But yeah, thank you so much again to Kendall for inviting me to do the Upside Down Readathon, and to all of my other co-hosts, Lauren, Olivia, Caitlin, and Jordan. Love you guys so much. We hope to do this again, hopefully next year, and the year after that, and the year after that, but we'll see. And thank you all so much if you participated, you used a hashtag, you posted a picture, you have a vlog. I can't wait to sit down later and watch all of the vlogs that everyone has been tagging me in. Yeah, thank you so much for this. It literally, like, it made my heart so happy on day one, and like every single day in a row, just being, I felt so connected to the community. So thank you all so much for participating and being amazing and so dedicated. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!